What's up guys, it's Aaron here from Aaron and Lou's Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make some chicken raspberry ripple. Well, that's kind of a bit of a rhyme in slang. It's chicken three ways, not actually ice cream. It's Friday night takeout without the cost. So let's get started with the popcorn. This is super simple to make, and I bet you've got most of the things you need in your cupboards right now. First of all, take a free-range chicken breast, or it doesn't have to be free-range, just a chicken breast, a nice plump, juicy one. Underneath most of them, you'll find this little bit called the fillet. Take that out and put it aside, and then remove all the gacky bits. Then what we want to do is chop it up into, popcorn-sized chunks. Make sure they're even so they all cook around about the same sort of time so we don't get anything burnt. And now you've got your chicken looking lovely, plump and juicy. Look at it, shiny stuff, isn't it great? What we need to do is make our seasoning coating. Look at this slow-mo. Put about a cup of flour into a bowl. About a cup. It's just plain normal flour. And this is the basis for our season mix. What you want to do is put some salt and pepper in there, and you could use it just like that, but I've got a load of other stuff that I'm going to stick in there. Just stuff I found in the cupboard, really. Starting off, we're going to sprinkle a bit of parsley in there. It just puts little green flecks in amongst what you're doing. There's some Mexican smoked salt. Why it's Mexican, I have no idea. Also, we've got some like barbecue glaze rub that you can use for meat and poultry. So I put a load of that in there to give it a bit of a barbecue-y flavour. And I'm sure that it has smoked paprika in it, but I like smoked paprika, so I'm going to put a bit more in. Also, we've got a little bit of garlic powder as well, just to give it a really nice taste. Looks awesome. Give it a good mix up. And there you go, you've got some seasoning. You can actually put this into bags or into jars and hold it in the cupboard for a while if you like to, because it's all dry stuff, so it won't go off as such. And whenever you feel like doing some chicken, you haven't got to remake it. Right, there's our seasoning done. Now crack an egg in slow-mo into a bowl. If you can't do it in slow-mo, don't worry, just do it in a normal one, that's fine. So now we've got our egg, splash of milk, just to make it a little bit looser so it's not so claggy when you put it onto your chicken. Give it a quick whisk for a bit mix up, and then start adding your chicken. Again, in slow-mo from a great height to make as much mess as you possibly can. Give it a whirl. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? I'll leave that with you. It's tantalizing. It's almost like an advert for M&S. Bloop, bloop. Wonderful stuff. Right. Now with some of your mixture, stick it in a bag. This is the fun bit. If you've got kids, this is awesome. And I love doing this. Now stick some of your chicken in the bag, seal it all up, and then shake the bejesus out of it. It's fun! Do it in time to the music. Once you've done that, stick it in the fridge for about 20 minutes, because that just cools the egg down and makes it a little bit more solid and easier to handle. Now heat up some vegetable oil in a pan and get it to around about 160 degrees, somewhere around there. Now be careful when you're putting it in, just like that there, it can splash up. It did get my hands, I don't want you to do the same. These things don't take very long, they're only popcorn size and they're really, really small. So once you've got a good handful in there, don't overcrowd the pan, but give it probably about 2 minutes or so. You'll start to see that it will start to change colour to like this nice light brown colour. Put them out onto some kitchen paper and let them drain off. And whilst they're there, sprinkle a little bit of like sea salt over them. Don't worry if you haven't got sea salt, just use normal salt. But salt really brings out the flavour in your coating. I had some sour cream in the fridge and some chives, so I cut up a little bit and made like a little dipping sauce, which looks kind of cool. And we stick those in a pot. Look at that! Boom! I bet you can't even walk down the chicken shop and buy them quicker than that. They look good. Good enough to eat, right? Chicken popcorn. Pop-tastic! Okay, what's next? It looks like chicken strippers. This is a very similar technique, but this time what we're going to do is stick some cling film down, put our breast on, put another piece of cling film over the top, and like Michael Jackson said, beat it! Beat it good! And then when it's flattened out and a kind of an even size, what you want to do is cut it up into your chicken strippers. Look at that, or goujons if you like. Then roll them around in the flour stuff that we had before, and then roll them into your egg. The flour helps the egg stick to it and makes it nice and coaty, and then you go back into your flour and it puts like a nice thick coating on there rather than just a one-off. And there you go. Slam those into the freezer again for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and then carefully lower them into the water, what am I on about? Into the oil. But make sure that you splop them away from you so you don't get caught by that hot oil. And then give them again about another 3 minutes and then pull them out. I've put these with some sweet chili dipping sauce. Beautiful! Next up, third time lucky. Here we go. This is my spicy zinger burger. Now let's speed this thing up. Right, same thing again. Cling film, chicken, cling film, beating. Cut it up, make it into sort of burger size things that will fit into a bun. Those little bits can go into your chicken popcorn. Put some more of the stuff over there. Now I don't think that this is zingy enough, so I'm going to put some more hot paprika and also some hot chili powder in there as well. They're kind of like smoked chilies I put in there. Another egg, a little splash of milk again, give it a whisk up, and now we've got our breading station. Stick it into the flour first, then into the egg, back into the bread. But now what? We put it back into the egg. Look at that, triple dip this bad boy, make it nice and thick coating. Into the oil. Now these are a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger, and you want to give those probably about 4 minutes. Now stick a knob of butter into a flat bottom pan and let it melt. Cut your bread rolls and dip them into that. Once they're kind of gone a little bit brown and toasty and covered in butter, put some mayo down. Then shred up some iceberg lettuce. I'm sure you've got one lying around in the fridge somewhere. Put your burger on, stick on the crown, and boom, there you go. The third and final way of frying up some tasty, delicious chicken. How about that? I think you should all give it a go. Go and do it now. Stop watching this. Off you go. Don't forget to check out our channel for other recipes and lots more stuff coming up. Enjoy, and we'll see you soon.